Something in the dark. Something that knows your name. Something that follows. Some encounters don't leave answers.
Is that heat signatures in the water?
And something that never stops watching.
Ming?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that growling?
Tonight, 5 paranormal camping encounters caught on camera in places most people never come back from.
Well, then who is that? Oh! That was a voice. That was a voice. That was a voice. Hello? Hello? Who's out there? Hey, Chandler, is that you behind me?
No, it's not. I just got my candles lit.
Well, then who is that? Oh!
Something in the Appalachian Mountains answered his death whistle. Not with silence, not with wind. With a voice, and then with footsteps, and then with a face.
Guys, I'm alone in the Appalachian Mountains right now. All I have is this candle. And, I mean, I'm just... That was a voice. That was a voice. That was a voice. Hello? Hello? Who's out there? Hey, Chandler, is that you behind me?
No, it's not. I just got my candles lit.
His name is Jasko, the creator behind the channel Jasko, where he documents locations most people actively avoid. The Appalachian Mountains are the kind of place where people walk in and do not come back. Jasko had heard the stories. He had confirmed enough of them himself. Locals have rules for this place, unwritten, specific, passed down because breaking them has consequences. This was night 2. He already knew that. He went deeper anyway.
Now we're dealing with whatever the hell's up there. Possibly feral people, guys. They say feral people might be out here. People go into this forest every single year and don't come out. They believe that maybe the feral people have something to do with that. But also, deaths happen out here. Undocumented deaths that people believe might be tied to a string of murders and a bunch of other things. Cryptids. Yeah, you name it. It just keeps... yeah.
Yep.
I wonder, hold on. Hello?
Yeah, let's go.
Whatever's up there, is that a feral
No, I don't think that this state is any different than the last. The
right.
feral people still don't have tech. Yeah. It's fine.
They're so 2000 and late.
Okay,
Anyways,
buddy.
guys, we are going to be going down some trails tonight. We have a bunch of things that we're going to try, some experiments.
The first rule, never whistle. Whistling invites a response, and whatever responds, you don't want to meet it. They whistled anyway. Seconds later, a laser beam swept the tree line. Something had moved to cover itself behind a trunk. Not an animal. That was the first thing Jasko said. The shape was wrong. The mountains had already noticed them. They just didn't know it yet.
I dropped it. Just kidding.
No.
I got it.
So one of the rules, Chandler, is don't whistle.
Uh-huh.
I think we should start with that.
Okay, great. Can you do it? Yep.
Is that a joke? You know I can't whistle. Come here.
Whoa.
Look. That tree right there.
Yeah?
I just shined the laser and it looked like something just covered it. Right behind that tree.
What?
Yeah, who's up there? Or, it didn't look like an animal.
Oh, that's comforting. Oh my.
Okay, let me see the camera.
Yeah.
I can point it out. Okay. Okay. There's like that tree right there. Whoa.
Oh. The feral people.
That tree right there. It looked like there's something like peeked around behind it.
The second rule, never split up. They split up anyway. Jasko climbed off the trail alone, no flashlight, no partner, with one black candle and an Aztec death whistle. A tool designed centuries ago not to frighten enemies, but to open a channel to whatever lives on the other side. Before he disappeared into the trees, the spirit box spoke. Unprompted.
You are being watched.
What did it say?
You are being watched. Bram?
The bad ones are coming.
Okay.
Who are the bad ones?
All right.
Like,
If it's the ferals, I'm out. I'm dropping the camera.
yeah, you know what? That's fine, Chandler. That's fine. I want to get out of here too. So.
You are being watched.
What did it say?
You are being watched. Okay. Take a good look around, Chandler.
Are we supposed to?
They say you're not supposed to look too deep into the trees, but honestly, like if we're being watched right now, I don't even want to turn around because I'm like,
Yeah, no one's behind you, Jazz. No one's behind you. Why'd you scare me?
why'd you do that?
Beware of the man.
Asterisk, you are being watched. Then a voice screamed for help from deep in the brush. Human. Clear. Coming from further down the trail. Jasko grabbed his walkie-talkie. Asterisk, Chandler, was that you? Chandler answered. It was not him. Someone else was in those woods, and they had chosen the exact moment Jasko was alone to make themselves known.
Chandler. No. Where's my walkie? Where's my walkie? Okay. Hold on. Where the fuck my walkie-talkie? Did I drop it? No. Hey, Chandler, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Bro, I just heard someone scream for help.
What?
Bro, it legit sounded like someone said help from down this. It's further down the trail. I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm off the trail. I don't know where you are right now.
Okay. Bro, I'm gonna go towards it. I don't know if someone needs help or not.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, just walkie me if you hear or see anything else. Okay.
He went toward the voice. That's what the mountains counted on. The clicking started the moment he moved. From his left, his right, behind him. Sounds coming from multiple directions at once, moving, adjusting, closing in. He wasn't going toward someone who needed help. He was the one being herded.
Guys? What's going on right now? I'm hearing movement all around me. I legit feel like I'm surrounded. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, guys. What the hell is going on? Bro. This feels so hostile. It went from like me wanting to help someone to like now I feel like I need help. Hello? Hey, wait. I swear to you, it looked like I just saw a face peek around that tree up there. Wait a second. Is that you? Oh my God. Oh! What is that? What the is that? Holy shit. Okay, guys, scratch everything. I don't think anyone needs help. I think I'm the one who needs help. Holy shit. I just seen Chandler's light. He's so far down there. Okay. Oh, shit.
He ran, left the trail, left the machete, left everything. When he finally found Chandler, both their spirit boxes said the same thing at the same time. You're next.
And then just said, you're next.
The Appalachian Mountains don't chase you. They just wait until you walk into them.
Holy shit. Okay, guys, scratch everything. I don't think anyone needs help. I think I'm the one who needs help. Holy shit. I just seen Chandler's light. He's so far down there. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Ow. I don't want to... Oh, what is that? Bro, it's not like something was just charging at me. No. Oh my God, that's so steep. Fuck. Oh. Shit. Okay, okay, okay. Let's not die today, guys. Oh! Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh! Whatever the fuck is up there, hell no. I'm staying on the trail. I'm not going off trail. Absolutely not. I gotta find Chandler. And then died in fire. And then just said, "You're next."
Yeah, mine said there's a demon here. Said get out now, and then you're next. Great.
I hate it here.
Yeah, it's not.
This place isn't what it's all. Oh shit!
Someone wedged a tree against the tent door while he slept. He didn't hear a sound.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, something just barricaded me in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, check this out. Something just barricaded me in here. Either someone or something did this. But like, there's a damn tree right outside of the entrance. What the? Whoa! Oh shit. Is that why you didn't want to come out there, baby? She really does not want to be bothered going out here. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? This is really messed up, guys. Something or somebody barricaded me in the tent.
The channel is Paranormal Discovery. The Deadlands, a stretch of frozen wilderness in Nova Scotia, had already driven him out once before. He came back, this time alone with his dog Kia, and 36 minutes until dark. He knew this place, that was the problem.
And we are running out of time. We have half an hour, 36 minutes to be exact, until sunset. It might be a little bit fun to go back to the spot where we got ransacked, Chelsea and I, and unfortunately she's not back into this one. She's still kind of feeling a bit out of ordinary right now, and she doesn't want to get me sick, and she's not technically sick, but she's just not feeling the best. So I'm taking the dog child with me today.
By 7 that night, something outside had already started making noise. He turned on the spirit box. 4 messages, back to back. The last one came when he asked if it was going to hurt him.
7 o'clock. I'm going to put on some spirit talker here, let it run for a bit.
They never found me.
So weird. I'm telling you, this spot is weird.
We can throw something.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The shadows know your name.
What the hell?
Believe us.
What the?
I'm happy.
You know my name. Can you say my name then? Can you say my name?
You're being followed.
What the fuck? This makes so much
I'm walking
sense.
around you.
Are you from the other night? If I were to stay another 2 hours, 3 hours, are you gonna hurt me?
Guillotine. Yes.
Holy shit.
2 hours later, a truck rolled into the clearing. No greeting. It sat at the tree line in the dark. Then a voice screamed from the forest. The spirit box had already told him what kind of night this was going to be.
Okay, so there's someone ripping down. They just yelled F me. They literally just yelled fuck you. What the hell? I think someone like came and was like messing with me. Well, if they said that, then they can go and fuck themselves, to be honest. I mean, if they wanted to camp, they literally could have went right there, to be honest. I'll bring this in. I think that truck that pulled up earlier may have been like a group of hostile people, because like when I went out there, he was backing up and I was like trying to wave to him, and he kind of like gave off this very snug, like kind of, I guess, cocky vibe in a way. Like he didn't even respond to me, get out and be like, oh, sorry, man, like the normal people do here in the province. So I kind of got like a weird vibe off of it. Like usually people will talk to you and be like, oh, what's up, man? Like, what are you doing? Whatever, and just have like a normal conversation. But that was weird. That was different. I wonder if they were the people that kind of trashed our tent last time. Now, maybe I'm wrong with that. Hopefully.
Past 2 in the morning, he pushed out and found the tracks. They circled the entire tent, every angle. Someone had mapped the perimeter while he slept. Right foot, left foot, deliberate. And the tree against the door wasn't there when he went to sleep.
Tracks here. Human tracks. Where do they lead to? Man, they look confused. They literally walked up, looked that way, and then went this way. What the hell? This weird look. It's a right foot. Left foot. Stop. They turned right. Did the same thing here. What the fuck? Went back around. Did they leave? It's kind of creepy. It's like somebody that frame cut down. Someone cleared it out. Whoa.
He started scouting the perimeter. Kia refused to follow. He rolled his ankle on a log alone at 3 in the morning, injured. He packed up and left.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck, I just rolled my ankle. Oh, come on! Son of a bitch. Something's out there. Hello? Show yourself! Oh, damn, my right ankle just rolled. Oh. Oh. Jesus. Fuck. Oh. Oh. Something's out here. Whether that's a person or something else, I'm gonna get out of here. It's way too late in the night for me to be doing this, and I honestly don't even care at this point. Oh man, that was a really bad spill. My ankle slammed hard backwards and like sideways. Oh, Jesus. Tripped on that log This one right there. Oh, fuck this. Honestly, fuck this. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck this. I'm gonna back up. This is becoming just too dangerous, and I want to survive for tomorrow. So, yeah, let's back up this stuff and get out of here. If you're a real person, or if you guys are hiding on me, I'm armed, and I'm an attack dog. Won't end up good for you. Oh, shit. If you plan to attack me, it's not gonna be good. Oh, I feel like it's a little bit more than humans. Something else. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm not even gonna record it. I'm honestly just gonna, guys, like literally, I'm just gonna cut record and pack up as fast as I can. Hey, baby. You okay? Absolutely messed up right now. Might need some ice, to be honest. Not like the worst. I've had like worse ankle rolls, but so far, like when I was packing up, nothing. Okay, so the one thing I'm worried about right now is the fact that, you know, those people that were kind of on the road there, I'm almost convinced it was them. But at the same time, there's no proof. I didn't see any human boots. And also, I'm a very light sleeper, so I would have heard somebody or people come up, right? So the fact that I didn't wake up is kind of weird. I don't know, I just get that sense. And I usually hear stuff like really quick and easy, especially throughout the night. Like when Chelsea gets up to go to the washroom in the middle of the night, I wake up because I just am a light sleeper. But I don't know, maybe I just fell too deep into sleep. My ankle will probably need a few days, to be honest. It's okay, but man, it will definitely need some ice. I'm going to end it off here.
The Devil's Throne, Western North Carolina. The Cherokee refuse to settle near it. Locals have a name for what lives up here. They just won't say it out loud. Luke has been coming back for 3 years. Something follows him every single time.
I hear it, but I don't see it.
The Outdoor Gear Review. Luke runs it alone, a channel built on going into places most people research from the safety of a couch. He doesn't believe in Bigfoot. He doesn't believe in ghosts. He says so directly, which makes what he cannot explain here all the more difficult to dismiss. The Cherokee called this place the Devil's Throne for a reason. Reports describe a creature with black eyes. Others describe a presence on the cliff edge, a force that pushes toward the drop. Luke keeps coming back anyway.
This is my 4th time to the Devil's Throne over the years, and every single time I've experienced some odd things. Already, I've had 2 experiences just coming up the mountain here. I'm not alone up here. Something is with me. I hear footsteps, I drop my pack, I take off running, I can find nothing. I make it back to my pack, I'm hearing footsteps again. This, my friends, is the dangerous part of this hike. One false step and you will slide off of this rock face to your death.
He checked. Nobody else was on that trail. The pullover fits one truck. There was no other vehicle. On the descent, the footsteps came back. Wet, deliberate, keeping his exact pace the entire way down, all the way from the mountain to the parking lot. Whatever it was, it followed him off. Second trip, same mountain, different season. A sound cut through the trees twice. Not a bobcat, Luke ruled that out immediately. Not human either. Something between a scream and a cry, coming from deep off trail where no path exists and nothing should be moving. He kept climbing. Whatever made that sound kept pace with him through the trees, parallel, patient, never closing the gap.
Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Outrigger Review. Welcome to the Devil's Throne. This is an episode that a lot of people have been looking forward to, and that includes myself. This is a very odd location. Strange things happen here. This is my 4th time to the Devil's Throne over the years, and every single time I've experienced some odd things. Already, I've had 2 experiences just coming up the mountain here. I'm not alone up here. Something is with me. I hear footsteps, I drop my pack, I take off running, I can find nothing. I make it back to my pack, I'm hearing footsteps again.
Fourth trip. He camped overnight directly beneath the Devil's Throne rock. No tent, no tarp, just the rock above him, a chair, and a storm system that nobody had warned him about. Tornadoes, flash floods, winds that sounded like a freight train through the forest. And through all of it, the sound kept coming, louder during dinner, quieter after, then closer, much closer. At 2 a.m, it sounded like it was on top of the rock he was sleeping under.
I'm still hearing that sound. It's pretty loud too. Closer. Unfortunately, it's too foggy, the rocks are too wet to go mess around in the dark. I have to stay right here. Basically, so weird. I mean, what the hell is that? That noise is rather close now. I could be wrong, but it almost sounds like it is on top of this rock that we are underneath. Unfortunately, it is still so freaking foggy. I don't feel safe trying to exit this area right now. It's been a weird night, and
He made it through the night. Dry, warm, alive. 4 trips, the footsteps that matched his pace, the scream with no source, the sound that moved in the dark. None of it was explained. The Devil's Throne keeps its secrets, it always has.
I want to say I rested for maybe 2 hours total, something like that. With this trip here, I accomplished exactly what I wanted. I wanted to come here to the Devil's Throne, and I wanted to experience what it was like to camp out at it. I didn't really want to sleep. I wanted to be awake for anything that happened. Did anything happen? yes and no. I heard a lot of weird stuff, but I didn't actually see anything. At one point in time, it sounded like something was on top of this rock. This forest has mysteries. A long period of time, I've done everything that I wanted to do up here. It's hard to believe, but I've been coming out here for over 3 years. 3 years, everyone. And I still have no idea what exactly is going on. The truth is, I doubt I will ever know. Some things are just a mystery, and I think that's how it's going to be here with the Devil's Throne. And that's okay. Not all mysteries need to be solved, right? We'll just let this one be. Everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs.
The car rolled uphill on its own, engine off, neutral, moving toward the exact spot where people were hanged. Ghost Theory had only just arrived in Epping Forest.
Now, this is a very exciting experiment because we are currently on Hangman's Hill right now, and it is said that when you are parked on Hangman's Hill, you are pushed up the hill towards where people were hung, which is just in front of us over there where those trees are. Now, let's give that a try, shall we? Because we're on the hill. So let's
put the car in neutral. We're already in neutral. As you can see up ahead, it is up a hill. And we are actually going uphill.
What?
We are getting, it doesn't maybe look like too much of an uphill, but that is uphill, isn't it?
That's uphill. There is uphill.
Yeah, that's where we're going, which is uphill.
And that's where
That's where they were hanged, isn't it? Or hung did.
That is actually going uphill. It is, and this is where the trees are, right here, isn't it?
That is where they did that thing, where people didn't survive.
Yeah.
So apparently, anyway. I have a test, though. I'd quite like to find out if this hill really is an uphill.
Or is it an optical illusion?
Okay, as you can see... Well, actually, no, that looks like it's going uphill.
It does.
It looks like it's going uphill from both ways. But I've got my spirit level. Because we're that good, we've even got spirit. Get it? Levels. Going to place this on the floor. Good.
Loading.
Please buy the premium version. Pillowcase not included.
You've got to be kidding.
I wasn't expecting a pillowcase to be included by spirit level, if I'm perfectly honest with you. So, yes.
It's level.
No, it is downhill, because...
It is downhill.
It's actually perfect. It's like minus 0.4. So it is downhill. It just doesn't look like it. It's just an illusion.
Ghost Theory. 2 investigators. One night in Epping Forest, a woodland older than London itself, where the ground hasn't forgotten what happened here. 11 bodies pulled from the same pond in the last 50 years. A father who killed his daughter and dumped her in the water in the 17th century. A forest, the locals say. You should never enter after dark. They entered after dark.
This was a bad idea.
But one of the more tragic paranormal stories of Epping Forest lies in what the locals now call the Suicide Pond, or the Lost Pond. Around 300 years ago, a young couple strolled through Epping Forest. After some time, they noticed they were being followed and they confronted the person. It turned out to be the girl's father, who disapproved of their relationship. Blinded by anger, he killed his daughter and dumped her in the pond. Grief-stricken, the boy then committed suicide at the same spot. Shortly afterwards, strange occurrences began. The pool's waters darkened to an impenetrable black. Wildlife near the edges started dying, and the ground became barren. Over the years, many people have died in Epping Forest, either by suicide or murder. Some say the pond itself draws people to its edge and drives them to commit suicide. Because Epping Forest is a large, often secluded area near London, it has been unfortunately a site for the disposal of victims of crime and occasionally unidentified remains over the decades, with 11 bodies found just in the last 50 years. The most notable case is of the Babes in the Wood. In 1970, Epping Forest became the scene of one of Britain's most disturbing child murders. 2 young children, just 11 and 12 years old, went out to play and never came home. Days later, their bodies were discovered deep in the forest. They had been assaulted and brutally killed.
By nightfall, they were camped at the edge of the pond. The silence was total, the kind that doesn't exist in a forest that should be full of life. Then something moved through the brush. It sounded like a child running. The thermal camera showed nothing. Whatever was out there had no heat signature.
It sounds like a child running around.
Yes, it does.
That has to be an animal.
We tried using the thermal camera to see exactly what was in the bush, but we then realised we weren't exactly David Attenborough, so we walked away to carry on the investigation. But then, we heard footsteps that were definitely not from an animal.
Okay, there's like loads of movement now, but... Listen.
Is there any egg on the thermal?
No. Absolutely nothing.
"2:21 in the morning. They were in the tent, minus 1.2 degrees outside. One of them joked he was basically wearing a mini skirt as a sleeping bag. If anything came, he couldn't run. That's when the footsteps started. Heavy, rhythmic, getting closer.
I almost hate saying it, but it literally just sounded like someone was walking past us. But it wasn't leaves. How would you even describe that?
I don't know, but it sounds like there's someone outside. I know that's very stereotypical.
Yeah, but... Look at my glasses.
I don't think they're there now.
Eh?
I don't think they're there now.
It didn't sound like leaves. It sounded like someone walking on wood.
I don't like that.
No. Someone literally just worked around the tent.
Yeah.
I was awake for, I don't know. Like, I don't know if something woke me up.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not recording very well. Oh God.
So, I don't know if something woke me up. And then distinct, like just the most distinct footsteps.
It's -1 now. I think.
Yeah.
It's -1, look. It was just -1. -1.2.
Yeah, that was... It was like 16 degrees when we got here.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Literally, I was awake for 15, 20, I don't know how long, whatever, you're just awake anyway, just listening out. And then the most distinct footsteps I've ever heard in my life, like someone, it's 2 feet. It was just... that. But I heard it far away. It's to me, it's literally as if someone has walked up this kind of pathway, come up to our tent.
They scrambled outside. The thermal camera picked up heat signatures across the water, shapes that moved like people but showed up as nothing on the feed. Then a whistle, sharp human, from the other side of the lake. They packed and left before sunrise.
Only us.
Is that heat signatures in the water?
I don't know. It's just a log, isn't it?
Look. Can you see?
Where is that?
That's just across, literally straight across where the lights were coming from.
Good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's enough for me tonight.
Yeah.
That is absolutely more than fucking enough for me tonight.
That's that's someone. That's not. That's someone there.
Hello.
Like, oh. Yeah.
What?
That's someone there. I'm trying to get a shot to see if I can see him on this camera as well. Look, it's just not working. There's no. It's not
I
working.
literally have just zoomed in. I can see a lot, but I can't see a person there. I can't see what you're looking at there. You feel what I mean? It looks so different on here.
Yeah.
But I am not fucking about like that in Epping Forest. I am not sleeping back in that tent.
I've got a feeling that
there is absolutely zero. I don't even know where my phone is. What is the time?
It's in the. I heard it ding in. It's in the tent.
Let's. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
That we're gonna pansy out on this.
We're gonna pansy out on this.
I mean, I think you can figure. I think we have stayed the night.
Yeah.
I think you can say we've stayed enough of the night.
I'll be honest with you though. The people are weird.
23 minutes past 4 in the morning, and we have someone on the other side of the lake whistling at us.
It's just.
I just don't get it. And you've seen them as well, haven't you? You see them on the.
I'm 100% sure. I didn't see like an outline of a person. It was almost like a dot, and it was 100% movement of a person or something. Because I could hear. Oh yeah.
They're just probably enjoying themselves. The fact that we're packing up now, but I am done anyway. We're just not really sleeping, and I would say this is successful.
Yeah.
We've been here technically less than 24 hours, but I would say we've done a good stint of time here. It is time for us to go. Unless something else happens, then we get back to you. But if it doesn't, then mange toot.
I lost an arm, that's what Google Translate's saying.
I lost an arm. Here I am. The spirit talker said it in German, not English German. 50 yards from a German military cemetery in the middle of a British forest at midnight.
After what happened, what did it say? Is there a German soldier there? Because the German graveyard's down the road. Look at this, what it's coming through. Right, so the first one says, I lost an arm, that's what Google Translate's saying.
That's what it says to that Verstappen or whatever.
The other one, it looks like it's hello. Jungi, whatever it is.
Jungi?
Yeah.
Bye.
And let's see what that other one there says.
Let me have a look here.
This do be angstigt.
What? Hang on, let me see what that is.
Oh, that for 1 minute.
Yeah, go on.
It's literally spitting out
German
words.
Postman ist here. Whoa.
And we're literally maybe 5-10 minute walk from the German graveyard. It to spit out so many German words.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Wow. Right, that.
Wow.
The Bowes
man is here.
Yeah.
It's got here I am, man. Here I am.
What?
Allowed to be man.
Now that's fucking strange, isn't it?
Cemetery in the middle of a British forest at midnight. Cannock Chase had already sent him home once. The whole group left before midnight. Nobody could explain why. Moxley, behind the channel Moxley's Paranormal World, came back to finish what he started. This time with one partner, Ming, 2 hammocks, a spirit talker, and a knife. Minutes from a German military cemetery.
Right, after walking around what seems forever, we've managed to find somewhere where we can actually camp, which isn't too far from the German cemetery, which is sort of that way where I'm pointing my light, somewhere over there. But we are pretty deep in this forest now. We've just been walking around, trying to find a decent piece of land. We were hearing all sorts of weird noises. I thought I heard a voice a couple of times. I just don't know. There's a weird feeling to it, isn't there, Ming?
There is, yeah.
It's... So this is a perfect spot to camp out. So what we're going to do, we're going to set our hammocks up, have a bite to eat.
11 at night, burgers on the pan, beer open. The most ordinary version of a Cannock Chase evening possible. Then something growled from the tree line, close, deep. Nothing they could name, nothing that belonged there. Both of them heard it. Neither of them moved.
Ming?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that growling?
Fuck off.
No, there's no way, mate. I heard that. The light's going on, mate.
Yeah, definitely light's going on.
The light is definitely going on. There's not a cat and mouse chance. Did you hear that growling? Please
That was loud.
Growling. Jesus Christ. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard it. Where's my torch? Where's my torch?
Don't know. Don't know where mine is.
Got it.
Folks, there's a conversation there on Moxley's channel. And we heard
that.
A growling. Definitely a growling, mate.
Because I'm in the 5.1, the no surround sound on this, it sounded like it come from this way.
Yeah. It was definitely there. Let's let me put my light on, folks. I've not even got that switched on.
It come from this way.
That was, look at that, I've even knocked my bloody light back up. Let me pick my light up. That was a definite growl.
It was a growl.
Definitely, mate.
Oh, it's been
hang on.
Black cats spotted out here as well.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah?
Of course.
I wonder if we just heard a black...
Mm.
Mate, imagine. I've got chills now just thinking there could be some wild animal out here stalking us.
There could be.
They ventured into the forest. The growl had stopped, which was almost worse. Moxley's torch caught something moving between 2 trees, a shape upright. He ran toward it. The forest was empty, no sound, no footprints, just a cold that hadn't been there before. He wasn't certain what he saw. He said so himself. The forest wasn't offering any explanation either.
I just seen the silhouette of them. I seen a silhouette of somebody walk past my light. Right, shit it out. Hello? Stay there.
Hell.
Hell. Sod the app for a minute. Right, so I've got the footage up here. I'm just looking over it. But I've just been saying to Ming, it could have been something further out in the woods that's just cut through the light. I only worried, it wasn't even paranormal that I was worried about, it was more, shit, somebody's waiting for us to leave the camp.
Yeah.
They've gone into the camp, our GoPros are there, all our other stuff's there.
Everything was here, wasn't it?
But, looking at this, it looks all quiet. Obviously, I've not looked at all the footage. I'm just trying to get the bit where... There we go. This is coming back.
You found the part what you want.
But there's nothing. Nobody's in the camp. So that is interesting. Because we were a distance away from camp. So something could have just walked past.
Yeah, it could have walked past
But
in front of the lights.
was it paranormal? Can't say. It could have been anything. Deer, anything, I don't know. Is there any deer out here? It could have been absolutely anything. But the main thing is, we've not lost any equipment, and that was the one thing I was worried about. That's why I started shouting, oi, because I thought somebody was literally here, probably taking all our stuff. In your car keys and everything are in your bag. I've got all my stuff in here, so we'd have been literally stranded.
Back at camp, the device had been running the whole time. I was speaking German, only German, a device that had never done that before. 5 to 10 minutes from the graveyard, the box kept saying the same things. I lost an arm. Here I am. Boy. 3 phrases, 1 direction.
Minute walk from the German graveyard.
Well,
the military
I don't think.
graveyard.
Live.
Live?
Yeah. That's what that De Beau's man is to hair means. Live. Oh no, it don't. That's... hang on. Show results with Beau's. Yeah, there it is. It's not actually giving it me. Did you mean? Yeah. No, it's just giving me German at the moment.
That's so strange,
Yeah,
that.
let me try that again.
If there's any German watchers in the chat, comment down below what that means. The 2 top ones.
Wow.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Wow. Right, that...
Wow.
De Beau's man is hair.
Yeah.
It's got here I am, man. Here I am.
What?
Allowed to be man.
Now that's fucking strange, isn't
Yeah.
it?
That is very strange.
I've never, ever had any sort of words like that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. There's another one. Here I am, man. Here dare it to be. That's
Dare it
weird.
to be.
It's
Well,
speaking
that
German.
is new. That is new.
Yeah, but that's what we were
Just
doing.
with the device on.
Yeah.
You come through with a couple of things. No, what? No, that was the first one, the
That
German.
was the first one, the German.
We said, is there a German soldier there or something like that? And then next thing, boom,
Yeah.
that comes through.
And then we got that first one, which meant I lost an arm. And then the second one was boy.
Yeah.
And then, hang on. Could it have been a boy that lost an arm? And he's now telling us here I am.
Yeah. Hey, could be.
They stayed till morning. That was the point. Moxley had left once. He wasn't leaving again. By sunrise, the box had gone quiet. Cannock Chase keeps what it knows. The graves don't speak English. But they spoke that night.
Right, good morning. What an eventful night we had last night. Managed to get a couple of hours sleep. But honestly, look at where we are. This is the way we come in. Look how overgrown that actually is. It's actually more overgrown than what I thought. Yeah, what a night it was. For the growling, thinking somebody was at camp, which we actually got 30 of. I think it could have been an animal or something, like went through the trees here. Oh, it was just a branch that was moving, but definitely it did look like somebody was here. Thankfully it wasn't, so all I gave was okay. Got back, ended up having to get a couple of hours sleep. Now it's morning and Ming's just done me a nice cup of coffee to wake up to. Look at this. So, thank you for that, Ming.
That's alright, you're very welcome.
Right. Have a quick coffee and then wake up.
Yeah.
And the other thing with the spirit talker during the night, well, not too long ago really, a couple of hours back, and it come through with the German words. Thinking of it, the spirit talker itself was still in English. So that was very odd. I've never had any other foreign language come through on the spirit talker until last night. Let me know what you thought of that in the comment section. And like I said, if there's any German people watching, let me know what it actually says. We think we deciphered it as best as we could, but can't be 100% sure if that is actually what it was saying. It seemed right, but it was just odd, very odd. We'll just listen to that. Right, that's everything packed up. Nothing left behind, just the way it should be. Yeah, that's us making our way back through Cannock Chase, through this forest. When it started coming out with German words, the German military graveyard just there. How mad is that? For it to start coming out with literal German words, just that was mind blowing.